It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja bichuela y guandule no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero.
No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de...
Oh yeah. Welcome to 7:10 a.m. guys. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. How's everyone doing out there today on this Tuesday morning, guys? I'm just getting out of bed. No, I did not. Well, I slept in this shirt for half the night, took it off, and then put it back on this morning, guys. Welcome to 7:10 a.m., the wildest, the wackiest, the greatest morning show of all time, guys. We got it. It's a coughing good time, guys. It's a coughing good time. How's everyone doing out there this morning? Hey, back to retro. It's 7:10 a.m. How's everyone doing, man? Everything's going good today, guys. It's a good day. We got the broadcast up. I'm not that glitchy. Just a little max headroom-ish. Not too bad. It has been worse. It definitely has been worse. All right, guys, today we are going to be looking at the worst Halloween costumes of all time. That is right. We do this every year, guys. We get into it. This week we're going to be looking at the craziest candy, the craziest costumes, the craziest pranks ever pulled, guys. Don't jinx. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Don't jinx myself. Yeah, we're going to be looking at all the great things of Halloween, all the great craziness that's going on. As long as audio is good, you are fine. Oh man, yeah, you know what? You know what? I don't know. We say that, but man, when it's a crappy webcam, when I go, I don't even want to mess with it. When I go from that cam to like my internal cam, it looks horrible. And I can't even focus. I'm just looking at it like, oh my God, it looks bad, even with lighting and all that. So yeah, you know, there's a certain pride that you take in the way it looks, and you get frustrated when it doesn't look or sound the way you want it to. But like the one you have on now. Oh man. All right, guys. So we got a lot of stuff to get into today. Let's get into a little roll call. Oh, man, we got a bunch of people up in here. We got 23 people up in here this morning. Hey, if it's your first time watching, guys, make sure you're blowing up those comments for us. We've been known to give out some free stuff just for a first-time commenter. So if you're a first-timer, get in here, get in on it, get it good, guys. Hey, what the fudge? Awakened about to be baked again. That's the best sleep. What the fudge is when you wake and bake and go back to bed. Oh man, I use my laptop's built-in webcam for my stream. No, it, the difference. So like, let me show you guys. There's nothing wrong with using your built-in webcam. I didn't mean to say it like that. Let me just show you like the difference in my eyes, but like what you guys see. So this is what you guys see now with this camera. And then when I have to go with my integrated camera, this is what it looks like. So you guys can see the difference of the quality. And so that's what I get hummed up on. And maybe because if I set it up better, because it is in the computer and I'm used to using a different camera, I just, yeah, I get see like the difference, and it's wider. And so when I can't use it, I get kind of distracted. It's just what I'm used to. It's just what I'm used to. And it's not even, hi, I'm new here. Honey Nut Heroine. You're the best Honey Nut Heroine. I gotta say. All right, guys, let's get into roll call this morning, guys.
Unite, let's raise a storm. D-A-M-K, we're here to play. Loud and proud, we won't obey. 7, 10 a.m., we'll rock your day. Gangsters assemble, never fade away.
All right, gangsters assemble. We know away, guys. The Barbosa singing songs there. Oh, AI. The things you can do with AI. Bro, I'm so buzzed. You're always blurry. Dabs, dabs, dabs. Oh, man, it's lively up in here this morning. Oh, my goodness gracious. Everyone's getting crazy up in here this morning. Got a ton of people. Woo! Man, this is a good morning. I'm glad I woke up. Glad I woke up. All right, we got Tim W in the house. Hey guys, if you want your shout out, guys, make sure you're blowing up the comments and you get shouted out too, guys. All right. What do we got here? We got Tim W in the house. Good morning. Good morning. We got Chantel in the house. How you doing, Chantel? Mojave Martian. Hey, if you guys haven't seen the Mojave Martian page, he was out in Oatman yesterday. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, what's the movie with Seth Rogen where they find the alien? What is it, Paul? Yeah, man, you guys need to check out Mojave Martian. He's got some good stuff going on. And Teresa Deller is up this morning. Teresa, I know the Mojave Martian showed up in Oatman yesterday, and he's headed to the Healing Center. Oh, then at the Healing Center, I did see that. He got in on our contest, guys. If you don't know about our contest, you guys got me distracted looking at this number of how many people are on here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing this morning. I know we the Wolfman video is doing pretty good. So I don't know if we got some new people over from the Wolfman video, but hey, if you guys are on here, make sure you're saying hi. Oh, let me get back. Yeah, Teresa Delia, if you guys don't know about our contest, guys, you got about a week left. Head on over to the Healing Center. We have 3 animatronics over there. We have Beetlejuice, we have Shorty the Killer Clown, and we have the Exorcist. Take a selfie with any of them, post it up on our page on the Facebook, Dank Nation, and you're going to get entered to win a Chucky doll, signed Ed Gale Funko Pop by Chucky, guys. So a lot of good stuff to get into on that. Just make sure that you're tuning in, or that you get over there and post it. And even if you just want to post a picture of it, you're like, hey man, I don't like to be in there, I'm not a photo guy, then just take a picture of the Exorcist, tag yourself, you're good to go. You're good to go. But we like to see your pretty faces anyway. All right, like Teresa Deller and the Mojave Martian. That's right. Rosie Key. Good morning, Rosie Key. How are you? Chris Zucchini, the OG. How's that tolerance break going, buddy? Honey Nut Heroine. And guys, check out her page. Or her channel. I was just watching the Avon deal. She does a good channel. I like her channel, guys. Check it out over there. I'm not an Avon guy, but if that's your thing, go for it. Lonnie, how's it going? She does other stuff over there too. I don't want to just say it's only Avon because it's not. She does a great job. Check it out, guys. Throw up your details on there, Honey Nut Heroine, please. Supernova Mike, good morning, good morning. We got Lonnie in the house. How you doing, Lonnie? We got Baker, my favorite in the house. How you doing? We got Back to Retro, getting down, getting dirty. We got Tim W, Back to Retro. What the fudge? Good morning, what the fudge? I love Waking Bacon. You're the best. You're the best. Man, Nancy, how you doing? How you doing? Mojave Martian's in the house. Oh man, I love me some Mojave Martian. Watch out, guys. Man, a bunch of people. Don't be afraid to be throwing up comments in here, guys. Hopefully, I haven't forgotten anybody. Trading. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. I actually watched that last night. Back to Retro. I watched Back to Retro's Trading Places, with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, that classic hit. He breaks it down, guys. They have a great review. It's hilarious. Their review is good. I forgot about the dollar bet. That's how Trading Places is all about that dollar bet between the two guys. And then I really love, as a kid, I didn't understand it. That's when I watched Coming to America. I was like this 14-year-old kid. You think you know everything, but you don't. And then I didn't realize in Coming to America, when they're on the pier or whatever, and he's walking and he gives the two homeless guys a big wad of money. And then they pop up and they're all, Mortimer, we're back. And I'm like, I don't understand what that means. Well, now that I'm adult, I do understand what that means. Oh man. And hey guys, I'm going to start it back next week. I was waiting for Back to Retro to be done with his training, but it seems like he's going to be training for a long time. So we're going to get that giveaway back up and running. I was kind of put it on hold. The General Zod, 1 of 1 McFarlane Toys, guys. I'm going to be talking about that more at 420. But if you want to get in on this is an awesome statue, McFarlane Toys, 1 of 1. It's custom painted. You guys need to get in on this. Go like the Mod Squad, hashtag Mod Squad, and then jump back over here, hashtag Mod Squad on our page, and you're going to get entered to win. Just don't hashtag Harley is better than Felix, because there's been some drama from what I understand. So don't do that. Don't do that. No, Felix is a good guy, guys. Felix is a good guy. Mr. Crisper, Back to Retro's training will take a few years. When you start working for Sex Line, it's pretty difficult to learn how you get your voice sultry. I'm sorry, guys, but that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Oh, man. Is there an error? Do we really have 112 people in here? I don't know. YouTube might be pulling our leg. YouTube might be pulling our leg. But hey, I'm happy, man. If we got some people in here, I'm just happy with the. You know what? If itching, I'm just happy. It's not me sitting in a room by myself. Oh man, that's what it says for me. 113. Good morning. Hey Eric, how you doing? How you doing? Hey guys, let's talk giveaways. Let's talk some giveaways. That's what we're known for on the channel. Known for taking our sweet time, giving prizes out. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to get everything wrapped up and put it nice. So this week is crazy for me. As you guys know, I work at a seasonal store. And this season is nuts, and this week is just insane, man. I feel like stretched out, like Stretch Armstrong. That's right. I have a Stretch Armstrong somewhere. Where is he at? Yeah, so I'm trying, guys. This whole last 3 months have just been nuts. I'm getting it together. I always say that, but you guys, I love you guys, and you guys know it's with full intent. I'm not trying to yeah. Anyway, you can never expect the stoner to be on time. That is very true. No matter how hard you try, too. Sorry, guys, I can't keep chatting. I'm claustrophobic, and it seems crowded in here right now. I need it. Well, we're dropped down to 115. Okay. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, you know what? Whoever's tuning in, if it's an error, if it's not an error, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys rock. All right. Let's get into some let's talk some turkey, guys. Raise your hand if you're watching, if you have to go to the bathroom. Oh. All right, let's talk some scandals, guys. Let's talk some turkey. Who wants to talk some turkey first thing in the morning, guys? Let's talk old Britney Spears. Who's seen Britney? Britney, bitch, come back out. She has her memoirs. Nothing but respect for Britney. I appreciate Britney. Been through some shit. Couldn't have been easy. Growing up that way with everyone control. But I'm gonna say, I think Britney does need a little help. I'm sorry, guys. I saw the video with her knives, and I'm like, I get it, but so apparently, see, Silver. Yep, that is true. That is true. That's all, Mr. Crispers. I personally could not care less about Britney. Yeah, I just think it's interesting. Some of it's weird that you would come out now with some of these rumors and stories. I guess you're just doing your thing. You want to tell your story. I could imagine it's her dad's story or her conservatorship story, and she probably wants to tell her story. What was it? Her and Justin Timberlake had an abortion. That was one of the big reveals. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it happens every day. I don't know, you know, sad for them, whatever, And then the Colin Farrell thing I thought was pretty interesting, where she met Colin Farrell because she was just hanging out. It was no security on the set of SWAT. Which is weird, a police movie with no security. And she met Colin Farrell, fell in love with them, ended up hooking up, or not fell in love, ended up hooking up, and said Disney and her dad really messed her up. Yeah, you know what? Definitely. And then they had a fling, but it was a rebound from Justin Timberlake. Who knew Justin Timberlake was the love of her life? And then Madonna. There was some stuff about Madonna in there. That was pretty interesting. She really idolized Madonna and her freedom and her sense of being able to do whatever she wanted and how she owned all her own stuff. And, I mean, that's cool. And then they talked about I had totally forgot about this. Do you remember the MTV Music Awards where it was Britney, Madonna, and Christina Aguilera up on stage presenting, and Madonna kissed them both, but Frenched Britney. And so that was in there too. So that's going on in the news, guys. That's, that is what it is. I'm not really big on the Hollywood gossip and all that, but sometimes I mean, if that's so, it's trending out there in the news world. We should cover it a little bit. What else we got? Let's see. That's pretty much everyone's talking. I don't really care about who Taylor Swift is dating. I don't know if you guys can. I don't really care. Um, Let me see, hosting Saturday Night Live. That's kind of cool. Let me see. This is all just. Let me see. What else is happening in the world today? That's actually kind of interesting. The father and daughter bond between Eminem and Haley after all those songs and everything. You make you wonder how their relationship is. I'm not seeing anything reporting, guys. This is all just kind of fluff. What's going on in the world today? Fluff. I don't really care. I don't care who's dating who. Um, all the details John Stamos shared about the Olsen twins in his book. All right, we need to look at that. We need to look at that. I would imagine it was all positive stuff. Let me see. Let me see. The last casting call is for Danny's littlest daughters, two adorable munchkins, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, are in the cast. Little did he know how influential Michelle Tanner would prove to be. All right. So it wasn't always smoothing selling for Uncle Jesse, guys, on Full House. When it came working with the twins at first, who were just 6 months old, they were cast in 1997 or 87, excuse me. One day, the dynamic came to a screeching halt. I'm trying to get through a scene, and the Curtis and the cutesy twins are crying their heads off. He writes, they would rather be anywhere in the world than on that set, and I'm right there with them. This would lead John to deliver an ultimatum to the show's crew. It's either me or them. Really? Really? I can see like John Stamos, the big Hollywood guy, the kids or me. They're not going to work out. This will ruin my show and the career. But John himself notes, be careful what you wish for. When you get your way in Hollywood, there's usually a catch. Send the Olsens and their diaper bags packing, and a new set of perfectly behaved twins are paraded on the set. They are quiet, calm, and homely as hell. I know I'm one to talk. For the longest time, the neighbors thought my parents got a pet monkey. But there's a difference. I wasn't trying to be in the show business, guys. Needless to say, John requested that the twins and the diaper bags come back to the set immediately. Jeff, could we please bring the Olsen twins back? I'm sheepish, he recalls. I have misjudged the situation. It turns out that Jeff didn't allow them to go too far. They were actually waiting backstage. So it was like a trick, pretty much. It was more than just a role. Kate and Ashley explains, I adore them. They adore me. The writers start developing more Jesse and Michelle stories, which became a highlight of the show. We have it down to a science. Mary Kate is stronger with the emotional scenes. Ashley scores the comedic ones. He adds, I'm starting to really love the scenes with the Olsen twins right away. I know the relationship between Jesse and Michelle is an important one. And then he puts on this, I'm young, but I want kids someday. John, who was around 24 when he landed the part. Really? He was 24. Wow, that's amazing. I thought he was a lot older than that. These little girls were so bouncy and bright. Watching them from afar without having to catch any curveballs. As he put it, I take them to Disneyland. I adore them, give them kisses on top of their heads, buy them crappy souvenirs, and then hand them back to the parents that do the hard work. I figured this wasn't going to be like a down and dirty. Um, I would imagine he loves those girls, man. Um, yeah, this is nothing. The Olsen twins are all grown up and have moved to New York City to begin building their This is after the show stopped. Multi-million-dollar fashion and entertainment business. He's right. It's pretty weird having adult Michelle sitting there in stereo watching me play some of my different, so different from their beloved Uncle Jesse. But they get it. We share a mutual pride for how far we've come. Yeah, he grew up with those girls, man. Good for him. Good for him, man. That was a great show. Uncle Jesse hated them at first. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he kicked them off the show and had them come back. I'm a week older than the Olsen twins. Are you really, Honey Nut Heroine? You're just a baby. You're just a baby. I was at my other job today or a couple of days ago, guys, and I ran into an old friend, a girl who used to work for me. I used to manage Panda Expresses way back in the day. I think I was like 27, 28. And I had a girl who worked for me who was like 16, 17. She was in high school. Great gal. And, we worked together. We were friends ish. worked together. She ended up becoming a manager, restaurant manager herself. She's doing now, and I ran into her, and I don't want to assume how old she is. I don't think she's watching. She could be one of the 119, but maybe. And she's probably pushing 40 ish. Like, I don't want to throw that many years on her, but how freaking old am I? If I remember this young girl, now she's pushing 40. I'm like, oh my God. It made me feel so old. But no, it was good seeing her. She's doing great in her life. Good to see, people that you worked with. How many jobs have I had? Holy, her name is, she goes by Rosa now. I know her as Rosie. She manages a steakhouse thing now. I won't give out too much information, but great gal. Ran into her. How many jobs have I had? Before we get into this Halloween costume, the first job I ever had was I was 12 years old and I was bagging ice at the local liquor store. They paid like 3 cents a bag. So what they would do is they put you in front of an ice machine and you grab your bag and you just fill it up, and then you do the twist tie and you fill up a shopping cart, and then they would fill up their ice machine for people to buy. So that was my first job ever. Second job, I want to say my first legit job was a bus boy at this Italian restaurant named the Alta Villa. It was a 5-star, 4-star restaurant in Laughlin, Nevada. It was at the Flamingo Hilton. Used to be, and now it's the Aquarius or whatever it's called now. But yeah, I worked there. That was a great job, man. I worked there for about a year. 5-star, 4-star restaurant. You get major tips. Parents bring their girl. I was a teenager, so parents would bring their daughters down from Laughlin. You'd meet them at the restaurant. You'd meet up with them later, and you have a great time. And it was fun, man. That was a great summer. That was a great. I got some stories, man. That summer. We got some stories. And then from there, I did some multiple busboy jobs. I've had way more than 6 jobs back to retro. I did some busboy jobs, and then as you guys all know, I did deli for a while. I was a meat slicer. Slicer Sam. As a story, throwback story, guys. He told a story of how he used to Eric, and then so I did slicing. But from there, you guys know I was a drug dealer. I don't know. We've talked about that. I was a drug dealer. I ended up getting in trouble, not for drug dealing, but for other stuff. And I worked in prison. I went to prison, and I worked a city crew in the city of Clifton, Arizona. The big Clifton, Arizona, their big claim to fame is they have the cell that they kept Geronimo in. That's right. It's a giant mountain, and just the front door is blown out, and they have a giant steel door on it. So there's no way to get out other than that front door, and that's where they kept Geronimo. Apparently, I was working with the city crew. We would go and you ever see those guys in the orange jumpsuits mowing lawns? That was me. I remember, man, the first time ever that I was out there, I was using the weed eater, walking down streets, cleaning up the messes, the weeds, and I look around and there was no one around, and it freaked me out. Like, I mean, there's always someone around, and you're like, are they gonna say I escaped? Oh, and you start freaking out. I remember that. I remember that specifically, getting like super paranoid, being like, "Where is everyone? What's going on?" And then from there, in between there, I became a baker. Before I went away, I became not a baker, but a baker. And I did some proof baking, if you guys know what that is. And then from there, I went to prison and got out. And I wanted to be a baker. I wanted to be a chef. That was the goal. And so I got a job at Harrah's, the casino in Laughlin, as a baker. And I worked that for about 4 years. And then I learned that I wasn't going to get the promotions, or I wasn't going to get, I started there very young, and you call in and you do stupid things and they don't take you seriously. So I had to leave, and I left and I went and worked at Panda. Yeah, I went from Harris to Panda. I decided to give up the baker and become a front of the house manager. So I did the front of the house at Panda for like 3 or 4 years. And then from there, I jumped over to a place called Mud Sharks in yeah, blow up the comments, guys. What was your first job? What was the favorite job that you ever had? Blow up. I was never allowed to do work at release, but I was inside detail when I was in jail. That's fun, man. Well, I mean, as fun as jail could be. You get to get out. You get to go do your thing. I thought I've always been a Jehovah Witness door to door. Well, that's what I was dealing out God. I was dealing Jesus. Uh, and then so I became a front of the everything but a chemist. What? um, and then from there, I went to Mud Sharks, which is a pizza place here. I managed that for about a year, and then I caught the eye of Budweiser. And Budweiser came and made me a district manager, and I worked there for about 5, 6 years. And me and my kids were in a horrible car accident. My son broke every bone in his face. I broke my knees. I broke my rib. Really bad accident, really bad. And my daughter had this big old black eye, Rocky Balboa black eye. And my Budweiser career was done. So my dad comes to me and he's like, "What are you gonna do? Maybe go back to school?" And I don't think he meant film school, but that's what I saw. That's what I saw. So I went right into film school, got my degree, got my 4-year degree. Budweiser made you a manager. I know, crazy, right? And then from there, I never really had to get a real job. I've made movies. I've worked on TV shows. I've worked on movies, music videos, commercials. I've done my own thing, and then YouTube. And that's pretty much what it is. One day, as an assistant at the welfare office, because I passed out in the bathroom on the first day and was put on bed rest because I was big and pregnant. Oh man. Oh, you know, I've almost fainted once. Before we get into these costumes, should I tell you guys this story? This is the worst story ever. It just happened. I don't know if I should. I'm a little embarrassed, guys. My first job was at a restaurant similar to Long John Silver's. Shut up. It was not called Captain D's. No, it was not. No, it was not called Captain D's. Oh man. Oh, Mr. I know exactly who you're talking about, Mr. Crisper. The voice, right? The voice. Oh man, when embarrassing moments come together. All right, guys. So I've never fainted. I've never been knocked out. It was really called Captain D's. And it was a fish place. I recently went out to a haunted attraction, and I thought, hey, you know what? We're gonna be here all day. I'll do 1,000 milligrams. Harley. Good morning. How are you? And I thought I would do 1,000 milligrams. I'm like, you know what? I got this syrup. I put it in a lemonade. Boom. I got about half that lemonade down, guys. And I'm feeling pretty good. I hadn't slept in like 2 days. I hadn't really eaten that much. I had just eaten a turkey sandwich right before that, and then just pounded the syrup. So I'm standing in line waiting for this, waiting for the line. I hear someone just yell, "Oh, about 45 more minutes." I'm like, no big deal. So I'm standing there with my friend, and all of a sudden, I see this, my hearing starts getting weird, and the lights, the fluorescents start to flicker a little bit, and they start messing with me. And I'm like, I don't feel good. This is weird, but I can last. It's not that big a deal. So I look up in the corner, and all of a sudden, this giant ball of light just starts coming at me. and it just like engulfs me. I mean, just all I can see is just pure light. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm passing out. I'm fading. No, 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 not here, not in front of all these people. No, no, no. I'm not going to be the old man that falls out at the haunted attraction. No, no, no. And so I'm able to mentally kind of pull it back together. Hey, Bush One, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Make sure you you know what? Hit me up on the dailydank.com. Send a message over there, buddy, and maybe we'll send you something nice, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Glad to see some new faces. The old faces, we're just having fun. So anyway, this big hey, oh, Felix is a rap star. Man, that was great. That little bit. Oh, hang on, guys. Sorry, Rosie is telling me. Producer Rosie. Oop, if I can get this working. Producer Rosie is telling me that she needs to. What did I just do? Take a quick little bathroom break, guys. I will continue to tell my story while I let Rosie the Bulldog out for a bathroom break. All right, guys. So I go and I got this big light coming at me, and I've never fainted. I don't know what this is. So I end up figuring it out. I'm like, oh shit, I'm falling out. I can't do that. So I immediately get my headset. I get my head back together. I pull it together mentally, and hang on, Rosie. There's a guy out there. You need to wait. I don't need you chasing anybody. And I come back together, and my friend like looks at me and says, "Dude, you're pale, man. Like you just lost every bit of color out of your face." And I like maybe we should go. And I look around, I see an exit sign. I'm like, yeah, maybe we should. And I want to make a mention, guys. This was all on my own accord. I end up hitting up an exit, sitting down in this little hallway that like no one really is using or utilizing, and I'm sitting there, and I just sit on the floor on my own accord. I did not fall, and I was just sweating, and I'm talking like a puddle of just sweat. And I mean, like, just I can't beat it, man. I'm just sweating, and my fear is that they're gonna see me, and they're gonna call the paramedics, and I know my blood pressure must be like all over the place at this point, and so that's my fear. And I'm like, I do not want any attention. I don't want people seeing me, you know. And so I end up sitting there for a minute, and then to leave, it was quite a bit of a walk to get to the next I guess section of the thing. So I'm like, all right, you know, let's go. If we can make it over here, I should be fine. I just need to sit down, and we're all good. So we start walking, and I swear, man, like I walk about 15, 20, 40 feet, and I got to sit down. I got to like, I can't make it. There was escalators. And so I'm riding the escalators up, and like, you're not walking, you just sit standing and riding an escalator. It does the work for you. But yet I couldn't. I would have to sit down for 5 minutes after every escalator. You guys know how it goes. So yeah, that 1,000 milligrams, man, that 1,000 milligrams messed me up. I might have died, guys. I might have died. Come on, Rosie. What are you doing? Come on, go poop. Do your business, Rosie. She's being distracted. Yeah, so that was a good time. Who's getting ready to head out to some of the haunts out there? You know, Halloween is this week or next week, guys. So you got the big weekend is this weekend. You got a bunch of people, bunch of haunts, a bunch of different haunted attractions. Who's gonna go check some out? Anyone headed to Halloween Horror Nights? Anyone headed up to SeaWorld or Not Scary Farm? What about Vegas? Tom Devlin's Monster Museum in Boulder, Nevada. Right before Vegas, they have a really good haunted. Come on, Rosie, let's go. They got a really good haunted attraction up there for the kids. If anyone has kids, the Nevada Southern Railroad Society, I believe is Rosie. Come on, what are you doing? We got a show to produce. Come on. Um, they're having a kids event on the train. Last year they did the train of terror, which was pretty cool, and it doesn't look like they were doing it. Rosie, come on. You gonna poop or not? We gotta go. Um, God, she's like a bulldog, guys. Just like a bulldog. Rosie, come on. I'm gonna put you in here, and you're not gonna poop at all unless you go poop. All right. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna kill this dog. Oh my God. We're gonna sniff around for an hour. Oh, there it goes. Stop surviving. She had to go. She had to go. There's some pretty cool kids events going on locally, guys. Trunk or treats. What do you guys prefer? I know a majority of us grew up trick or treating. That's how good girl, Rosie. Good girl. That's how we grew up. But now it seems like the trunk or treats kind of have taken over, and people don't really go trick or treating as much as they used to. Could be like safety reasons, could be, just different times. How do you guys feel about the changing times for trick or treating? Guys, I'm for it. I think it's good. It's more of an organized, it's more of an event. As long as Brian doesn't wipe out one cup, we're good. I might dress up as a human and scare some people. You know what that reminds me of? Mojave Martian. Are you related to the Sci-Fi Channel alien show that's going on? I can't remember. That's what you look like. That's exactly what you look like. My kids like to get bags of candies from the store and watch horror movies and get pizza. That's a good way. The Vistas are pretty busy with trick or treating still. That's good to know. That's good to know. What's everyone going as this year? My daughter was talking about going as Darth Maul, like doing the makeup, and we were gonna go to a party together. We were invited to, so I was like, man, I just buy me a Jedi robe. I got a beard. I'll just be Obi-Wan. Right? I mean, why not? But guys, let's start talking. Let's talk some of the worst Halloween costumes of all time, guys. Last year we went through some of these, and it's always the best. It is always the best when we get into some of these, guys. All right, sorry, just getting it together here for you guys. Oh yeah. Oh, this is the best. All right. We have to do this a little different. I got a few here. Hang on. Some of these are just brilliant. All right, we'll start off with a few of these guys. All right, the worst Halloween costumes of all time. You know it's real. All right. Let's see. Back to Retro had a good line here. Oh, man. Hey, have a good one, Chantel. Appreciate you. All right, guys. 93 people up in here. Nice. All right, let's look at this first one, guys. The Kool-Aid Man. Is this the worst Halloween costume ever or the best? Is he naked? I could go as Jesse James. I don't even, what I normally do, because of the work thing. I throw a hat on backwards with a wig, and I just go as Silent Bob. I throw an overcoat on, hat on backwards with a wig. I dress like him already, so it's pretty. But Jesse James is a good one. Is the Florida felon? Oh, that's awesome. The Kool-Aid Man. Is he naked? I think he's naked. Please take my picture off your screen. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, we're going to do a twofer. You know, it's funny. That girl who I just who worked for me at Panda, her brother a few years back, they came in, and he got this He-Man outfit. This is a homemade He-Man outfit, but he had bought the He-Man outfit. It used to make me laugh. Like they posted pictures I saw, and just the wig, just anyone in general wearing a He-Man outfit is pretty funny, man. And just the haircut of the He-Man outfit is so good. What is this other thing? Oh man. Is this He-Man's new enemy? Silverman? I don't know who this guy is. Oh man. And guys, this was brought to you by pumpkinpushers.com. That's right. Pumpkinpushers.com for all your pumpkin needs, guys. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, that's so good. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a couple more of these guys. Oh, some of these are so good. All right. Up next. Oh, sometimes you just want to be sexy. All right. Up next, a Norwal. Who doesn't want? He doesn't look happy. He does anyone for pumpkin chucking. Foil man. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. He is He-Man Eric. He definitely works out. Damn, you just have Kevin a new idea for his holiday picks he sends out. Oh man, you guys rock. Norwals swimming through the sea. Norwals, a friend of you and me. Norwals swimming through the sea. Norwals gonna jump back to me. That's right. No, that's an upside down sperm. He's swimming away. He's Norwell. Oh, I said sea is an ocean. I'm just waking and baking. Cheers. Nice. It's time, man. You gotta live it up, guys. Oh man. He does not look happy to be a Norwal. So one year, guys, my mom was involved in the church. Probably my whole childhood. Um, Whatever. Let me go back a little bit. Does that work better? No. Sorry, guys, trying to get this situated. Don't know if you want to see I'm wearing pants today, guys. Um, and my mom was in the church a lot when I was growing up, and the pastors got into her ear, and I was like really into horror stuff, really into makeup, monster makeup at this time. I was, my path to Hollywood was being carved, guys, and my mom decided that scary stuff wasn't going to be for me anymore, and she made me dress up. She went and rented a professional bunny costume. Yeah, so 12, 13-year-old Brian, the time that you don't want your friends to see you in I felt like a Christmas Story, man. So what I ended up doing was getting a hockey mask and putting it on the bunny mask. So I was like a scary bunny. So my mom didn't know. But yeah, I remember showing up at my friend's house in this fucking bunny outfit or with me. And he's like, dude, we can't go out like that. And I'm like, I know we can't go out like that. My best buddy, Pat Olson from back in the day. Oh man, we still got 82 people up in here, man. I don't know what kind of stuff you were promised, but keep coming back, guys. Bro, did they beat you with socks full of flour? They did, man. They called me a cake sniffer and they kept beating me up. That was my worst Halloween costume ever, man. And I don't, this one kid, this kid Matthew was his name. I kind of grew up with him. Uh, I'm in the full bunny outfit with a freaking mask on. Two masks, the bunny mask and the hockey mask. And this kid somehow recognizes me. How the hell did he recognize me? You know, I'm in a bunny outfit. Like, come on, man. Come on. There's no way you could have recognized. All right. Up next, guys. I think we looked at this one last year. Are they angry birds? Is that what they're supposed to be? What is this? This is bad. They're oh my, I feel bad for the pig. I feel so bad for the pig. It reminds me of the bunny outfit. Oh, and they made him pose. They made him pose. Oh man. The things we do to our kids because we think it's freaking right. The mystical underwater unicorn of the sea, the narwhal. That is right. All right, what do we got next, guys? Oh, I love that it's on his mouth. Oh my God. I don't know what I need to say about this one, guys. I really don't know what I need to say about this one. I remember when I was 8, my stepbrother was 13. They snatched his bag and he cried. I yelled at the guys to give it back. They did, but took his candy bars and gave it to me. And I had to sit for Oh, I love the 80s. Had to be creative. Yeah, I love that it's on his mouth too. I'm sorry, but that cracks me up. Why would you want to wear that? Oh my God, Harley. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So, you know what? To do one better, guys. To do one better. What about a couple's costume? You know, when your feminine hygiene products, aren't solo, you gotta have two. Why not two? In high school, a guy dressed as a condom. He won but got suspended for the white stuff he put on top. That's almost as bad as the tampon one. But here you go, Harley. I love the guy's head. He looks like a cigarette. He doesn't look like a tampon. He looks like a pack of cigarettes. And I love the way she's just like, I'm just gonna wear red. She should have put does it say runs flow? She should have put ant flow. Is it ant flow? Yeah, it's an ant flow. That's freaking doesn't exist on my planet. Oh, Mojave Martian. Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. All right, let's go back to PG, guys. It's because it's Pez instead of Paz. It's Paz instead of Pad. When you want to go, oh my, this is great. I'm sorry. This is a great Halloween costume. Oh my God, this would win. I would vote for this. This is great. The Simpsons. That's a lot of yellow paint, though, man. That's a lot of yellow paint. What do you guys think? Would you go through? Would you go through all that paint for a costume like that? That's pretty good, man. Homer is really good. And so is Marge. Marge is pretty damn good too. Oh God, there's a couple in here, guys, that you are that I'm even debating if I should show or not. All right. There we go. Oh, the Simpsons. Oh, that's funny. All right, up next, guys. I had a costume party one year. I was an Asian. I had a costume party one year for my birthday, and my ex's mom dressed as the Jolly Green Giant. That seems pretty cool. Hell yeah. What was it? So my ex-wife used to run a day program for people with developmentally disabled, developmentally needs, however you want to say it. Um, and one guy I went to school with was in there. We're in the same class. I don't know. Maybe I was in. Maybe I wasn't as smart as I thought I was. Anyway, he was in there in the day program. I came up to pick up my ex-wife, and I was my wife at the time, and she was pregnant. And I don't know what that has to do with anything in the story. So I come in and he's wearing like an old blanket on him. This is Halloween. He's wearing an old blanket over him, and he has black like mascara with coffee grounds on his face and like a bandana. And I was like, Jeff, his name is Jeff. I'm like, hey Jeff, what are you doing for Halloween? He's like, I'm a Mexican. And I just was like, God bless you, sir. Thank God you're in a program. Oh man, I'm related to Matt. He's a politician on my planet. Total alien. Total alien, guys. Total alien. All right. Hey, Martian is one of the Donald from your planet. When you're a boob, guys, when people accuse you of being a boob. Oh man. Yeah, I would say this is one of the worst. I was talking to a guy yesterday, and what was he gonna go as? He was gonna go as something. Oops. Oops, I got ahead of myself. He wasn't gonna go as three weirdo Smurfs. I'll tell you that. Um, he was gonna go as something, but maybe political or maybe something that someone could say something about. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't too controversial, but he was like, "Man, I don't need to be fighting on Halloween." And I was like, "Dude, I once saw, and true story, guys, I once saw a breathalyzer fight a criminal." So like one of those guys with like the stripe, the old school white and black with the little mask on. We were at a bar and he got into an argument with the guy wearing a breathalyzer outfit, and they actually fought. It was like the worst pro wrestling ever. There's nothing worse than fighting in a Halloween costume. Just don't do it, guys. Just don't do it. All right, we got up next these three gentlemen. Oh, I love the way he must be a Vanity Smurf. He has the mirror, and the other one's Handy Smurf, and I don't know, the other one's just Little Smurf. Just Little Smurf. Oh man, still 75 people up in here, guys. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If we get up to 300, I will dress up like a Smurf. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, slow down, guys. All right. Now, these three could be considered some of the worst costumes ever, guys. You got COVID, which during COVID, that might have been pretty good. That might have been pretty good. A giant penis pants. Hey, you going to the party? The pants party. And then a big FU there, guys. A big FU. I would like to put that on a golf cart. Oh, it's just a mask. I was like, I'd love to put that on a golf cart and drive it around. Just a big middle finger. COVID would have been good. Stone Smurf. Stony Smurf. Yes. No, I think the pad is worse than that one. Yeah, it's an I. Years ago, I went to a Halloween party at the Alamo Tequila Bob's. The guy that one dressed as a priest had a child-sized doll strapped along with it, was classless, but he won. There used to be a couple that would go around here locally. It's like 15, 20. I haven't been in the bar scene in a long time. Um, they were like in their 80s, and they would have trench coats on, and then when it was time for the competition they would take their trench coats off and it would be all like leather S&M with boobies hanging out and fake wieners and different things. And I mean, how could you not vote for them? An 80-year-old couple naked, I mean, they won every year. um, yeah, so I mean, yeah. There's some crazy ones. We have this one, or the Spirit Halloween has this one called Happy Camper, and it's a camp counselor in short shorts, like the 80s running shorts, and it has a pump, and then the pump, like gets hard, and it looks like you have a wiener in your shorts. Um, the guy on it looked a lot like Jared from Subway, so I used to call it the Jared from Subway costume. Again, not the classiest thing I've ever done in my life, guys, but it got a laugh for myself, if nothing. I thought that was a fart Zorro. I'm like, what's a fart Zorro? All right, what do you guys think of this? You got cigarettes and Jack Daniels. Oh, mom must have been out of town that day. Oh, mom went to her sister's house. Oh man, that is good. That's good, so good it's bad. That is so good it's bad. Oh man. All right. And then we got I think these are celebrities that went the wrong way. I don't think it's okay to dress up like a Native American anymore and date a pilgrim. I don't know if that's okay. What about I'm just gonna put a Santa hat on and a bikini and go to this club. And then we got, hey, I'm just gonna put on a Phantom mask and be Phantom of the Opera. Oh man, yeah, I don't think it's okay to be Native Americans anymore. I mean, unless you are Native American. I don't know. I brought moonshine from my planet. Oh, I want to try some alien moonshine. Is it Carillion flavor? All right, guys. So that was your worst Halloween costumes. And I'm going to say, if you got my vote, that's got to be the worst Halloween costume of all time. And he has a glass with, yeah, that's the worst, guys. That's definitely the worst costume. The only thing that might be worse is if someone put tidy whities and did a brown stain on the back of it. That might be worse. That actually is not a bad idea for a costume. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go live a life. I gotta go get a life, guys, as they say. Oh, that was a good one, man. My vote is for the one you have on. Oh, Tim. Oh, he got me. Timmy got me. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, spooky. We got some new backgrounds here for the holiday season. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Oh, those are cool. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got some stuff. I'll be back at 4:20. What is today? Paranormal Tuesday, guys. We got a good one. I'm gonna make sure I get it. This one is a great topic. Wait till we get into it, guys. We're gonna be covering for Halloween. I just want to make sure I get it right. But tune in at 4:20. You guys won't regret it. It's going to be a great show. All right, guys. I will see you throughout the day, and I will see you. Yeah, get in on these giveaways. Elvira, Halloween, hashtag, all the good stuff, guys. All right. I will see you at 4:20, guys. Take care. Appreciate all the new viewers, man. 71 people still up in here listening to me ramble for an hour. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. All right. Appreciate it. We'll see you.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.